Hey guys, I'm back with another project share. So these are some Christmas, they're not really ornaments, they're more like decorative Christmas thing. I don't know. They're not ornaments because you don't hang them and you don't put them on the tree. I intended to have these around my living room kind of together, grouped together as a set. And what I did was I used the Tilda paper for Happiness is Homemade. And I got my paper at a couple of different places, but this is the die cuts that are in the stack. And what I did was I used some vintage spools that I had picked up somewhere in thrifting or whatever, and you can see my jar here of these little old spools. And I don't use the thread on them, but I do use the spools, and I like the colors that are on them. So what I did was take some of the ones that are kind of matching in the image, and I use them as the base of all of these little paper cutouts. And I don't know if I have another. Oh, here. The dolls are actually glued to one of these types of clothespins, or pegs as they're called. And they're glued this way. So you can see that there's a split between the legs of the dolls. You can kind of see them. I didn't even bother painting them because I kind of like that natural look. It matches very well with the paper line. So I had picked up some of these while thrifting and thought, yeah, why not use these as a support for the dolls, and then glue it down to one of the spools. Like this. So that's what you see holding. That's what you see holding the doll up. And these are two different sized dolls of die cuts. I just popped them out of the first couple of pages and put them on the clothespins, and then hot glued that clothespin down to the bobbin, the thread bobbin, or the spool. Sorry. And then I added some embellishments, and I kept thinking of that movie, It's a Wonderful Life, and there's a line in the movie where they, I think it's at the end, where they say every time a bell rings an angel gets its wings. So I put a jingle bell on there, and let me show you. This is the larger one of the two dolls that I did. It does jingle still, and then I put some of the applique that I had cut up for my other ornaments, and these little flowers in here, and of course the fibers. And this happens to be a spool of pink thread that I knew I wasn't going to use, in my sewing machine. I just wanted to use it for an ornament. And here's her dress. And I did, whoops, you just saw one fall down. It's sitting on that placemat, so it's not very stable. I did use my glitter pen, my Spica glitter pen, to go over the wings so that they do sparkle, and you can kind of see that here. It's very subtle. But otherwise, I really didn't even do very much to the paper doll other than glue her down to the clothespin. See, and the back is this other pattern, so I didn't even back her up or anything like that. Because, it's going to be in the room for Christmas, and they will stand up. See, you could see her. She's standing actually on the paper stack. Down here, you can't see it, but these back here are on the placemat, so that's why they fell over, or that one fell over, so I can stand her up right here. And then this one actually, it's a tree and a spool together. And then I had this pin. I don't know if I picked it up thrifting or if somebody racked this to me, but it says, "He will give his angels charge over you." And I thought that was really neat. So it's a grouping of little angels. And then I, again, I used a peg and some of my trims and such to decorate. And the spool actually is blue thread, so it's very toned down. Use some of the rose die cuts, and then a faux Christmas tree, like a little bottle brush Christmas tree, and I decorated it with some of the pink pearl trim. And then I also hot glued a whole bunch of pearls. See, I was looking around behind me and all around just for different things I could put at the bottom of the tree because I didn't like how empty it was. And I was like, ooh, I'll just stick pearls down there. And they look like kind of like ornaments that you would see on a tree. And I also used some dangles here this was in that same little drawer of stuff. So I don't know if you can see it from too close. So that's the second one. And then here's a smaller angel. And again, I did the wings again. And it's pretty much similar to the other doll that I showed, paper doll. But it has seam binding here. And then it's got the little jingle bell and some applique. So it's a little bit different, but using the same things. And they can stand together kind of with that little angel medallion that I have. And then I even did the little tiny sheep angel. I haven't used my marker on his wings yet to kind of bring the gold out. But this is the sheep, and this is just another spool that I wrapped some seam binding around, and it's a green one. And then put some jingle bells and some of the little tiny applique, rosebud appliques around it. So, of course, you have to have a sheep angel, right, to go with your other angels. So those are the little Tilda dolls that I made, paper dolls that I created. And of course, she's not going to stand up because she's on that placemat. But I want to show you, let me just lay her down. I want to show you something else that I did. And this one is the other type of ornament that I was making. This is the fifth one I did. Didn't show this in my other video, but I wanted to go ahead and share it with you because I think it's adorable. I put two of the deer in here, and they're facing each other like they're giving each other Eskimo kisses. And it says, share the love. And then I put 3 of the smaller trees inside of this dome. And again, this is going to sit flat, clipped to the tree using the clothespin. This is a Target clothespin, actually, I believe. And I put some of the fake snow in here as well. And you can see this is Tilda paper. And I used my magnolia die to make that banner that's inside there. And I thought it turned out really cute. And of course, here's that same pink pearl trim around the edge to kind of give the dome a little bit nicer look than just where it meets the paper. So, yeah, it's cute. I got the little pink deer and little brown deer. So, that is my, this is the large dome, by the way. So, yeah. That is all I have to share today, and I hope everybody's having some fun, crafty time. It's raining here, so yeah, it's kind of yucky outside. I'll be shopping later. Actually, pretty soon I'm going out. So, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.